Okay, geometry, we're going to keep continuing. You're going to finish the rest of your homework from yesterday, plus these word problems. So you're going to be drawing your triangles for every word problem. So I'm going to do a couple of them together. But let's take a look at number 1. Ryan quit bowling and took up sailing. His sail for his sailboat is a 45, 45, 90 right triangle. So I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to mark up my triangle. So draw a triangle on your paper. We know it's 45, 45, 90. So I'm just going to remind myself by these 2 marks. The base of the sail is 6 feet long. What would the height of the sail be? So if this is, find the length, what is the length of the hypotenuse? So we need to find the rest of the pieces. So if this is 6. So you're going to use your special formula triangle to find the rest of these, knowing that this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Okay? Sorry if you hear the alarms in the background. It's early in the morning, but it's time for people to start getting up. All right. Joe saw a yield sign, number 2, and borrowed it. He wanted to hang it up in his room because it looked cool, and it was in the shape of an equilateral triangle. The length of one side is 34 inches. What is the height of the sign? So we have to get a couple of things. First of all, the fact that it's an equilateral triangle. So here's an equilateral triangle. So, oops, that is not an equilateral triangle. That's an isosceles triangle. Let's try again. There we go. An equilateral triangle. So what we know about an equilateral triangle is all 3 sides are the same. But more importantly, the fact that each of these angles are 60 degrees. But they really want, what is the height? So they want this distance right here. So it breaks it up into 2 congruent triangles because we know that this height, this perpendicular line right here, boom, boom, bisects this side. So really what this makes it is a 30, because it bisects this angle too, 30, 60, 90 triangle. The length of one side is 34 inches. So here's this length of 34 inches. So they want to know what the height is. So they're looking for this piece right here. So you need to come up with the rest of it. Remember, this is the short leg. I think 3 and 4 had their own pictures, so I'm going to let you figure that out yourself. Lorena and Carla are creating an art project in the shape of a right triangle. So we have to have a right triangle. Okay, so whoops. There's my right triangle. Okay. They have 92 centimeter piece. They have a 92 centimeter piece of wood, which is to be used for the hypotenuse. So this is a 92 for the hypotenuse. The 2 legs of the triangle support are of equal length. Approximately how many more centimeters would they need to complete the support? Go ahead and give me the answer in radical form. I think I'm going to, well, let me read this next problem too. Mr. Razesk has a tree farm. Half the farm is trees that he uses to make pencils. The other half are maple trees that he uses to make Raz's Sweet Love maple syrup. The farm is a square divided into 2 sections along a 400-foot diagonal. So I need a square. with a 400-foot diagonal. What is the area of the Maple Tree Farm section? So the area of a triangle is half the base times the height. Area is equal to half the base times the height. You have to ask yourself, what do you know about squares? So these two sides have to be the same. And we know that this is 400. Now remember, you have to answer the question, not just what you think that they're asking. So part of me would stop at finding the two sides, but they ask for the area. So I'm going to let you finish out that problem. All right. So those are finished the homework from yesterday, plus these word problems, and then you can work on some other things. I will have a daily journal posted as well. Good luck. Be good for Mrs. Roberts. Have a good day. If I can find. There it is. How to shut it off.